Okay, to our next story. You know, President Bola Tinubu has urged the military to take the war against insurgency to bandits camps, particularly in the northwest part of Nigeria. The #1 citizen gave the charge after the reported death of 6 soldiers when their base at Damboa, Borno State, was attacked on January the 4th. The president expressed deep sorrow over the loss while acknowledging their ultimate sacrifice in the defense of Nigeria's sovereignty. Meanwhile, Governor Babagana Zulum has announced a donation of 300 million naira to support families of slain soldiers who fell in the battle against insurgents. Tony, the military is trying its best. We can say that.
Yeah. Because I was shocked. Yesterday I read a report where Boko Haram attacked a police station after this.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, are we back to that? For me, it's the audacity, you know. So I would like to ask Jide here, because you're versatile in that field. I mean, are we back to that stage again? I thought we passed the situation where they attacked military base, police station, and all that. For some time, I've not heard it.
It didn't happen.
So
you see, that's
I wonder
why
what's going on.
That's why I always preach here that we should not be complacent.
Okay.
Because you hear security operatives, the leaders of security agencies always say, no, we've decided these people, they no longer have capacity to halt the military and all that. They still have capacity to halt us. What they no longer have is the capacity to dominate that area
For a long period of time.
the way they used to do, whereby Boko Haram would just attack even a super camp. The idea of the super camp came when our military bases were being regularly overrun by terrorists. So they then decided to fortify some military bases, provide them with equipment so that those bases will become impregnable. That was how the idea of a super camp came. And in doing that, you had to sacrifice the protection of some communities, because on communities that were protected, they had to merge them with some of those bases, meaning that their equipment, they took their equipment and used their equipment to fortify the super camps. So many communities were left unprotected because we moved soldiers from there, moved the equipment from those small communities into the communities where you had those super camps. But the boys still had the audacity to overrun super camps, setting ablaze military hardware. Yes, it happened. So now, in this case, this is a base that they've attacked. But I know that this is just one out of the few, I can say in the last 1 year, one of the few instances when security was breached at military formations.
Yeah.
In November, they attacked a town called Kareto. They attacked and they killed soldiers there. It's not like this war has ended. Nobody should delude himself that, oh, we've won, we defeated the enemy. The time when you do not expect that the enemy will strike, the enemy may have been planning for more than a month. He still wants to make that statement. They still want to make that statement that, look, we are far from being defeated.
Yeah.
You know? For a long time, these terrorists did not bomb communities. They did not use even suicide bombers. But you saw what they did in Goza in the middle of last year, around June or so last year. In Goza, suicide bombers attacked wedding guests. So these things, in terms of the regularity of attacks, we can say that no, it's not like it used to be. Around 2016, 2017, almost every day we'll come here and discuss attacks on people, attacks on military bases. But that has changed. And a lot of these terrorists have even surrendered. A lot of them, thousands and thousands of them have surrendered. We've made progress. But we must never take our eyes off the ball. We must never be caught ball watching. as they say in football. Because when you are ball watching, the enemy will sneak in and get a goal against you.
Start from it.
Yes, so we must be vigilant. And the president talks about the Northwest.
Yeah.
That there is a need to deal with bandits in the Northwest. The Northwest is a major food basket of our country.
But
Sokoto,
yeah,
Katsina, Kano, these states produce a lot of the food that we consume. Sokoto, for example, is Nigeria's #1 consumer of onions.
Okay.
Yes,
Really?
yes. The same way that Yobe is Nigeria's #1 producer of livestock. So we need to have peace in these communities so that agric production can thrive. So I understand why the president wants the Northwest to be better protected.
Tony, my trouble here is when the bandits come, they come in a colony. And so you are wondering, where do they, where are they produced?
You know, I've said it many times, they are not spirits, they are part of us. They don't just jump from the sky.
Know them now.
They stay in one place, organize and attack. Which means people know them. Most of them come within these communities, they know their name, they know their faces.
They know their parents.
They know where they come, they know their houses, but they are scared of them. But when we are ready to deal with them decisively, we'll go after them. And this issue of amnesty, forgiveness, it has to stop. An eye for an eye, if you kill, you got killed. You get killed. It's as simple as that. If you start doing it that way, all these things will stop.
We can call the bluff. But you know...
You know the trick that they use? When they will begin to feel the heat. When they sustain attacks on them, you start hearing them talking about amnesty. You start hearing them saying, oh, we want to give up this banditry and all that. No, we should not listen to them because they just want a kind of breather. Once you afford them that breather, they will go back to killing our people. The kind of money that they make, these bandits make, they are not going to give it up.
Just like that.
If you give them amnesty, in no time they will be back. Because they got the money.
It provokes the question, where did all this start? Where did it start from?
The banditry. It's always been there. I was reading the 1966 newspaper. Talking about the banditry. Yes, it's not that it's not a new. No, it's not a new thing. It's been there for a long time.
The other day, Governor Makinde was talking about an influx. Can we tie that to it?
Oh, that he said they are feeling the
Southwest.
heat. They said they are feeling the heat in the Northwest, and they are coming now. I think that the worst that our security leaders can, the worst they can do is to disregard what Governor Makinde said. They must not take it lightly. Because, look, when Boko Haram was feeling the heat in the Northwest, Shekau began to come first to the North Central. We were not seeing, even in Niger, we were not seeing them in Niger before. But today, elements of Boko Haram are active in Niger. Some of them are active in other parts of the Northwest. You know? So they've moved.
Consider also that Niger is the largest state in the country.
Now, so they have a lot of places where they can hide. And know that Kainji Lake National Park is now even home to terrorists. So remember the train attack was carried out by Boko Haram men. It wasn't bandits. Boko Haram organized it. They even confessed, they owned up to it.
The one between Abuja, Kaduna?
Yes, they owned up to it. The attacks, some of the attacks in Niger, including the bringing down of Nigerian airplane, Nigerian Air Force plane, were carried out not by bandits, but by
Boko
Haram. So Boko Haram had moved into the North Central for some time. Remember some of their faction of the Boko Haram had been operating around Kogi and parts of Federal Capital Territory. Yes, this Abaji area in Abuja and some parts of Kogi and Nasarawa State. They had been operating there for some time. Ansaru, the Ansaru faction of Boko Haram, they had been operating there. The attack on Owo the church in Owo, was carried out by Boko Haram. So if someone says that, oh, these guys have come into my state, it will be foolhardy for anyone interested in peace in our country to
wave it off.
No, they must not. They must take steps to go and eliminate those guys, because the more you hit them over there,
they want to move.
They'll move.
They want safer ground.
Yes, that's what is happening.
But I know with a sustained effort, we can call the bluff.
Definitely.
We can call the bluff.
We've got to show them who is the master.
Yeah, exactly. We have the resources to do it.
So, Mr. President, we wish you Godspeed here, and we join you in hoping for a better tomorrow, a safer country. All right, to our next story.